Hey guys, so today I'm going to be uploading about a hamster habitat video with my sister, and there are a few things we did forget to mention in the hamster tutorial video, but what you're going to need is you're going to need a pretty big cage, like as long as this cage, but it's kind of hard to fit it in the camera, and also
like 20 inches or so.
Yeah, you want to get some chew toys. I know I did mention that. Also, a pretty big wheel if you're going to get a big hamster. If you're gonna
Hamsters don't require that much because they're by their name, dwarf. So
and you also want to
get that big.
You want to get like a small food bowl and water. And also something I did really forget to mention in the hamster tutorials is that you want to get your hamster a potty. So instead of going around the whole cage, it just goes in the potty. But my hamster still likes to poop around his cage. But
sometimes, if you have another hamster that does not like its sleeping area to be messy, it could require, very weirdly, to throw poops in piles. So don't put two hamsters together where they can tell each other how to do that.
Yeah, there's some poop behind there because my sister's hamster taught my hamster how to, though. And also, if you want your hamster to have a bigger cage, you might want to get it like a second level with a ramp there. And also, you might want to get like this door that opens and shuts with a lock on it, and also one on the top without a lock. So yeah, and also you want to give it new shavings every time you clean it, and also new food, because the reason you want to give it new food every time you're cleaning the cage is because every time you clean the cage, you're taking all that food it stores in its house and throwing it out. So that's why I like to give my hamster new food after it has, after I clean the cage. So anything you want to say?
Don't worry if you just got a hamster and
there's absolutely nothing in the cage, because that happened to us with this hamster. So you might want to set up the cage before you get the hamster. But we didn't get to do that yet. But the only thing we had was a wheel. But it's also okay if you don't set up the cage. You just wanna, before you get the hamster, you just wanna maybe like put everything in after you get the hamster. And also, as soon as you get the hamster, you're gonna want to give it food, because it might have food in its cheeks, but you might also want to just give it food. And also a ball. Let's talk about a ball. If you're taking out your hamster from the cage and into a ball, you're just gonna like clip this off and pull it down, and then either put the ball in or scoop up the hamster and put it in the ball.
Also, if you just got a hamster and you're looking at his water or her water, it's okay. She or he is drinking. It's just they're very nervous. So they are drinking, but they're just very nervous, so they can't drink in front of you yet.
But they are drinking their water. And also, one other thing you might want to get for your hamster is this little house igloo. But my hamster doesn't use it because he likes to build giant huts in there by himself. But Ashley's hamster does have this little hut. It's about this big. It's pretty big, though. And it does look like a little castle on top. And you might just want to place that like in the back of the cage or something. So that would be good to place in the back. And also, you might want to get the second level also. So when the hamster builds its house in the far back, it has like dark room, because hamsters are nocturnal and they don't like to be in the light. So you might want to get them like a house in the back or something.
And if you try and see how much food your hamster can hold in its cheek pouches, it's like a book bag. you would wear for school. So technically, if you stuff too much stuff in it, it won't fit. So say you give it
you want to give
2 big giant carrot biscuits. It will not fit
both in its cheek pouches because.
And if you put 2 more carrot biscuits in there, it will not hold it.
Yeah,
it will look like he's trying to spit it out, but he really wants it in. So once he puts it back, you go and give it to him now.
But hamsters can hold food in their cheek pouches. That's why if you're like going to the pet store to get a new hamster or something, it might have big cheeks. It doesn't mean the hamster's like fat or anything. It just means it's getting a giant cheek pouches because it's of all the food it's eating. And also, the shavings in the cage should be at least like 7 to 6 inches high or something. I think that's what it is. And also, something I might not recommend is this wood log.
They can get splinters also.
Yeah,
humans can too.
I got one from this, but that's why I don't let my hamster have it because I got a splinter from it, and I don't want him to. But it is pretty cool to like look at for the hamster to go through it. But you can just place it on like your bed or something, and let the hamster roll around. That might be good or something.
A better thing for a hamster, I would say, there's a hut that's like this. It's like a chew
an
toy
edible house.
But Connor's hamster seemed to chew it up and put the other part by where he's sleeping, so I can't grab it.
Yeah.
But it's really good for them, and if they're not eating it or they don't really like it, you can take it out and put some other chew toys in there because hamsters are picky like people, so they want when they want it when they want it. So if they want a new chew toy, it's probably going to mean they're not going to use.
And also, when you get your cage, you might want to get like these little clips on it, so when you're like opening the door, the cage just doesn't come up. And also, one other good tip is to have a real clean like every month, because I know in my hamster tutorial video I said that you want to at least clean the hamster cage at least 3 times a day or 3 times a week.
And doing it once a month doesn't mean just doing your normal spot clean. That means you put the hamster in the ball, or someone else will hold him, and you take the whole thing out, dump it, clean it off, and then
put it all back and all that fun stuff. And also, I made a mistake. It was once every 3 days you want to clean your hamster cage. And also, also you want to get like your hamster at least new water every time you clean the cage. So that's something I got to do, but yeah.
So if you don't get to it in the 3 days that you're supposed to, it's okay. Sometimes if you take your hamster out, that's taking away more time for it to sleep in its grossness. So you can do it the next day if it doesn't work that day.
Yeah. And also one other thing when you're cleaning the cage,
it's just you can't take it like a month
on the top,
and then gotta do it.
You wanna scrub the top with a towel. So I also gotta do that, but it's gonna be it for today's video. I will try my best to upload again today. So yeah, that's gonna be it for today's video. Have a good day, guys.
Bye.